Today, we're talking about the Manti Te'o Netflix special. And we got some more chin scratchers and probably some other stuff. Hello and welcome to Beer League Benchwarmers, podcast about our random thoughts. And we said, hey, why not? Let's record it. Full gang here again. Sean, Jake, Rick, and Kyle. Welcome, everybody.
Hello.
Good to
Happy
see
to be
you.
here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Always a fun part of the weekend when we get to do this. So I love doing it. I enjoy it. Closing in, guys. Only a couple more weeks until we got regular season football. So stoked about that. Which kind of brings us into our topic today. So, was it 2012? Is that when he was there in Notre Dame? I think he got drafted in 13. So, like 2008 to 2012, he was Notre Dame. Was a linebacker from Hawaii. This kid named Manti Te'o went to the University of Notre Dame. Star athlete, hell of a player. Making dominant plays. Well, apparently had a online relationship with a girl who ended up not being real. It's a big scandal that came out, and it was this whole big hullabaloo and this hoax, and everybody thought, he put it on. Me personally, I never knew like the details that came out from this Netflix special that we're going to talk about. I never knew that
about this girlfriend thing.
I knew about the girlfriend, but I didn't know it was really somebody doing it. I thought it was just fabricated or they made him out like the enemy. I mean, I kind of really got disinterested by it because they were dragging his name through the mud. But after watching this documentary, it was quite interesting. I'm like, holy shit.
Man,
so,
Notre Dame being dragged through the mud. You hate to see it.
yeah.
The worst. I will say, so he was a linebacker there from 2009 to 2012 when he was a senior.
09.
I will say this documentary, as a Michigan fan, but more importantly, somebody that hates Notre Dame, it made me feel bad for him. It made me kind of feel for him. It's like I started to root in his corner. I was looking up his stats and all this, and I completely forgot that he went to the Saints near the end of his. I mean, his career is still technically going. He's a free agent, but
yeah,
it's all but done. I would think
He washed up.
I mean, he looked good. He looked in shape.
Yeah.
He looked like he was in better shape in the interview than he was when he was playing college. He kind of had a wider face for a linebacker for the college, and then in the interview, he looked lean, mean, and fighting machine.
You ever see those memes about the Chad? And it's like a video of a guy. He's got the classic super groomed beard, and he's just like. And it's just like a little video of a Chad. That's what he reminded me of. He had that look. He's picturesque.
I don't know what the Chad is. The only thing I think of as the Chad was great.
Yeah, the Chad is stuck.
Charlie's Angels.
Yeah.
Well,
I've already had some internet issues, so hopefully I can make it through this thing.
But yeah, he dominated in Notre Dame. He was up for the Heisman that year. He lost to good old Johnny Manziel.
Who's the third guy?
I couldn't tell you.
2012.
Yeah, Johnny Manziel. I mean, I could easily look it up. All right, Ricky, you are the college guru, so I will put it up.
Probably somebody from Alabama.
Nope.
No?
I mean, you could probably guess what position he played.
Quarterback.
Yeah, he played quarterback. Do you want school?
Yeah.
Kansas State.
Oh. Yeah, what was his name? I forgot his name.
That's the point of this game right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember he was because Kansas State at one point was ranked like second, and I think they actually had a week where they were number one, and then they got fucking obliterated by I forgot who.
His name starts with a C.
I'm not gonna get that.
I have no
Dean
idea.
Moore. More
Colin
butts.
Klein.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Couldn't
forgot
tell you.
about. Yeah, Kansas
Not
State
even
had
tell.
Kansas State went like 6-0, 7-0, and they were ranked super high, and then they just got torched.
Mhm. All right. This is the Chad, by the way.
Okay.
It's not
Interesting.
me. It's this one. You've never seen this?
The hell
No.
of a chin.
Yeah. It's a very popular internet meme.
I'm jealous.
The crimson chin right there.
Right. I always hated that guy.
All right, I would love to see his chin scratcher.
Ooh.
Started
Ooh.
sexual.
You might have tools.
Is that like a taint tickler? But
He always wears a
More than that.
mask, but do you think his chin has hair on it?
ooh,
You
the
probably had to get a
crimson
longer
chin?
mask during the pandemic.
Right.
The crimson chin.
Yep. All right. Yeah. So it was a good documentary. I guess that was the plot. Rick, what do you remember from like the media since you haven't seen the show?
Yeah, I remember his story and how it was so emotional, and there were a lot of people that were thinking that he was up because he was up for the Heisman before it all blew up. That like it all,
Yes.
So you remember
Um,
hearing that his girlfriend died before it was revealed that it was a scam. Or-
yeah, his girlfriend
Yeah.
died, and then it came out that it was a scam, and they all thought it was him. But then I thought what I remember is them saying that it was a person that he knew, that he didn't know that the guy was doing it, but it was a guy that he knew. I don't know if that was true or not, but I remember specifically that being a detail that somebody reported.
Okay, that's
So-
it might be because
It could have just been bad reporting, but that's what I
yeah,
remember.
my interpretation is he knew the guy through the alleged girlfriend. So I
Okay.
don't think he didn't meet the girl through this guy. It was just like he was posing as his own cousin. So
Yeah.
yeah, let's start from the beginning. The idea is there's a person. What was their name? Ramayana? Raymond?
It was
I couldn't tell you.
it was a very Hawaiian name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's
Like,
someone.
no, it's just I don't want to mess it up.
Yeah, that's fair. I should have written it down. Yeah. So who did it? There was somebody behind it. Rami Yana or something like that. Who is now Yana. She's trans. At the time, she was probably still trans, just not out. So what she did to cope with the probable, well, whatever. I don't want to make assumptions, but she catfished people online.
She didn't understand her sexuality, and this is a way to get out.
Yeah, she was very religious, so there was complicated feelings, but we probably won't go too much into that. But it goes a little bit into it from her perspective. But she was had an online persona based on a school member, somebody from her school that she knew, with the pictures and everything, and then would online date guys, and then as soon as they wanted to see her, cut it off. And she didn't want to do that with him, and she felt really bad because they had a very strong connection. So she killed the fake girlfriend to kind of end the situation.
She was catfishing before catfishing was popular.
Mhm.
Before the show came out.
But yeah, it was very, very dramatic. I do remember when it was live, like when I do remember hearing the stories about the fake girlfriend. I didn't know that it was like painted though, that he made her up. I could see how that would form because the media is vicious. They have been for a while. They gotta know everything, you know.
Yep. Yeah, when I was watching the documentary and they were talking to this girl, I'm like, who's this? What does she have to do with any of this? Because I honestly didn't know that they had ever found out who the person was. And she's like, yeah, I was the one. I'm like, what the fuck?
Mhm.
Like, holy
Yeah.
shit.
I was like,
I didn't-
who's this bitch? And then it's like, oh, this is me. It's like, what?
I didn't realize you guys didn't know that he was actually being like that he was being catfished. I remember specifically, that he
No,
that
we
somebody
knew
did it.
that. We didn't know that the guy that was
They-
catfishing is now a woman.
Oh, a woman. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
That's what we didn't know. So like
Mhm.
she just kind of shows up and it's just like, yeah, I was the one doing it. And we're just like, what?
Mhm.
Yeah.
They were just showing a guy.
Mhm.
Like it was just like they ripped that band-aid off real quick in the documentary.
Mhm.
Yeah, because he did an interview back when the whole thing was going on. He did an interview
Yeah.
with Dr. Phil as the guy.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
remember that.
which holy
That
shit. Like
moment-
I didn't
oh
know
my
that.
God.
It was like, when's Dr. Phil get in here?
They did a super dramatic reveal too. They were talking about, they had a bunch of news stories on about the situation unfolding, how it came out that he's being catfished by a man and everything, and then people were like, oh, he's gay and stuff. And so the person went on to Dr. Phil and did a private interview, and they revealed it in the documentary so dramatically. It was crazy.
Yeah,
was
then Katie Couric asked Manti Te'o, are you gay? No, far from it, he says.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Could you imagine? So yeah, Manti.
Yeah, Manti. Yeah.
Manti.
I'm terrible with names and faces.
It's like manta ray, but manti.
Manti.
Manti Te'o.
Mm-hmm.
I love how we're just like, yeah, we're not gonna try saying these guys' names because we don't want to disrespect them. And then Kaz was like, I'm doing it anyways. And
Whatever. They're not gonna see this. If they do, I'm sorry. I'm terrible at pronouncing names in general.
it's just funny.
Manti,
The
angry
four of
Manti
us.
Te'o knocks on Kyle's door.
Yeah.
It's just funny when it's like, out of the four of us, you'd be the one probably taking a safer route, but yet you're just like, fuck it.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
You know, not just disrespecting their Hawaiian culture by pronouncing
Yeah,
their name
right.
wrong.
Maybe. I hope not. If they are disrespected, then I'm sorry. I will refrain from that. But I have not heard anyone be disrespected. So
But I didn't know that. I always thought that when he got to the NFL and he struggled so much, I thought it was because he was injured or he was having injury problems. And then he was like, no, it's all in my head. It
He
was,
was having anxiety attacks.
yeah, he's like, I can't make a play. Like he was struggling. I'm like, I didn't know that.
I
kinda
knew he
crazy.
really didn't pan out. Like I knew
Yeah.
that much.
Yeah, he wasn't
but
great.
he had a crazy journey. Like
Oh,
his
yeah.
whole life was destined from like high school. He never had like
That's every.
That's
athlete.
every NFL star. man.
Think of his story. There are millions of kids growing up like that didn't amount to anything
That
professionally.
sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
That's
forgot
why
I
they
was
say the
gonna do
worst
this.
thing about athlete childhood are their parents.
Mhm.
Like I just had this conversation with my kids. I was just like, you're gonna do sports. I'm not gonna tell you what sport to do, but you need to know the team atmosphere. You don't need to be good at it, but like it's something you need to be a part of. You
Mhm.
need to be
Yeah,
able, you
that
need to know how to
structure.
take charge, and you also need to be able to, follow charge.
And learning how to lose is useful too.
Yeah,
It's hard.
but like some
These
people are
goddamn-
just like, all right, you're gonna run sprints until dinner's ready, and then you're gonna run sprints afterwards so you can throw up dinner.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so he had a crazy, super Mormon childhood. He had what was it? They said the only three things that matter are football, family, and faith. Several times through the documentary. That is like crazy, but I guess that's the culture there. Wherever he grew up, or in his family or something.
Yep.
Um,
he grew up in Hawaii.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
I really want to make comments on that, but it's very bad about religion and all this other stuff that's forced on kids.
That Jesus is a crazy mofo.
And it's so cultish.
Can I do a controversial quote I've heard recently?
It's a
Sure.
cult.
everyone's atheist except for the religion they practice.
Yeah, it's very true.
Yeah.
But anyway,
It's like, oh, faith comes before it.
Oh.
oh no, faith comes before what? Oh no,
He just got zapped by God.
before dinner. Is it before? Is there faith before dinner?
Smite it.
Is there faith before football?
He's
What is
back.
the faith before, Jake? We need to know.
We thought you got. Ricky said you got smited.
I did. I have churches around me, obviously, because of the cemeteries.
Yep.
I might get disconnected here. I'm trying something. So if I get disconnected, please let me back in. Actually, I don't know if I have the email anymore, but we'll try it out.
I'll send another one if we have to.
Did he freeze again, or is he just making that face?
He froze.
Okay. Yeah, he came from a very faith-based background, and faith has its place in society. I'm not trying to say no one can be faith, no one can be religious, but
He's there.
hi. It
Try
does.
this one out.
It does have some. There's some weird decision making.
I will say the part that
Notre Dame was so weird.
It's a
still
very
don't
religious
understand.
school.
there was and it's not his religion for one.
No.
Depends on. I mean, I don't
was
know.
a sign that he had to go there.
Because somebody said the word Notre Dame to him, like that's ridiculous.
He said, his uncle's like, you don't want to be the next Te'o in was it USC?
Yeah.
You want to be the
rest of his
only
family.
Te'o in Notre Dame. It's like out of all the colleges to say that about, you say Notre Dame.
Yeah.
The biggest part that, not to get too far ahead, is when everything started coming out, his dad's just like, yeah, he brought shame on our name. It's
Yeah,
like,
that was effed.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
like,
like, how
holy
did
fuck,
he-
your kid is struggling here, and you're just like,
Yeah.
my
I thought
name's
the
more
same
important
thing.
than him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah, but how did he bring it on?
It just
You thought he
shows
was-
the cultural differences, though. Like
Yeah,
that is
big
a
time.
Hawaiian thing. Like,
Or Mormon thing.
he's what, Catholic?
Could be Mormon too. Mormon are very big in family.
Yeah, I think he
I
was
know
Mormon.
Mormons
thought-
that were disowned
No,
by their family,
Manti
members,
Te'o
Notre
is
Dame.
Catholic.
their church, and all
Notre
that.
Dame was Mormon.
No,
Notre Dame is
Catholic.
Catholic.
He wasn't the same or whatever. He was some brand
Yeah.
of Christianity that wasn't the same as Catholic.
Some brand. Yeah, he was the Walmart brand.
You can buy
Hey, we're gonna
Buy
get some views
Christianity
in
in
this
bulk.
video.
in bulk at Costco.
Yep.
Anyways, I don't know a lot about religion. I really apologize if I'm offending anyone. I don't mean offense. It's whatever. But anyway, oh Jake's face.
Jake looks like he sucked on a lemon.
I offended Jake. Oh no. All right. But yeah. So where were we? He convinced himself to go to Notre Dame, and then he was like miserable until he started doing well. And then he had this girlfriend he was talking to for a long time, like years, I think.
Yep.
Uh,
Which also blows my mind. Sorry to interrupt, but he had this everything going on, and then the news, or they had the game or the up and coming game prior to that, where he had there he goes.
I wonder what that did to our video.
Oh,
Hold on.
he's you're muted.
Oh yeah, I noticed.
You switched places.
I don't know what the hell is going on right now. Like, my internet's never been this fucking bad.
Mm.
You got stuff running.
God, now you guys are frozen again.
Oh,
I
You're
can hear
frozen,
you.
we can hear
I'm not
you.
moving. There you go.
Yeah, you guys were too. Like that's how it's been. Kyle, especially when he talks, is very robot-y. I'm probably gonna go to my phone.
that'll be beautifully scuffed.
Right.
We'll see. Yeah.
I'll give it a little bit longer, but like I don't know.
All right.
This is really bad.
Yeah, it's weird.
I can't.
But-
I feel like I can't even be part of the conversation because it might get cut off.
Well,
We'll
Sean,
fight through it. So the thing that I didn't understand was he's talking to this girl, things are going good, and then his grandmother passes away, and he was down in the dumps, which understandable, you know, when you lose a loved one, especially a family member like that. And he was kind of being distant with the girl, and then 6 hours later, the girl's messaging him before this, and then she's dead.
Mhm.
What the fuck? Like, but she was talking to him knowing that like he wasn't doing good, and he was down in the dumps, and he was being distant. And then the cousin messages him later, hey, Leah or whatever her name was passed away. What?
Yeah, that's pretty effed. I mean,
like, what the fuck?
That was a dick move. What she did was a dick move, no doubt.
Oh yeah, for sure. But it's just the fact that
the timing
all of a sudden,
was awful,
yeah,
though.
she's okay all of a sudden, and then oh man, she's dead. Like, don't you think, especially if she's dying from leukemia, that you know these, you know, probably would have onset something that was coming in the long run. Like,
I
just
thought that was
suddenly died.
weird. She's in an accident and then she has leukemia.
Yeah, that too.
Like, what?
It's a rough life.
I'm afraid of car accidents even more now.
Oh man.
But like, how many times did she say, I shouldn't do this? I know I'm not going to do it, but I did it anyways. It's like, she tried playing the victim card a lot.
Yeah.
She was going through a thing, but she made it so much. That was terrible.
But during the interview, she's like trying to make it sound like
at that point.
Oh, you knew what you were doing. You felt like you had to do it. Like, no, you didn't. You're just being an asshole.
Yeah, I'm all for live and let live, but she was hurting him so much.
Oh yeah.
That was a lot. I don't agree with catfishing either. Basing your relationship on a lie, now that I think about it, that's just that whole situation was effed.
It sucks.
Yeah. Ghosts. Sorry.
Who's Dr. Phil talking to, Kyle?
Oh, me. Thank you for mentioning this. So those aren't my legs. I got a background of, I think this is talking to Oprah, and I was like, I'm just gonna edit in a background.
Oh, that's a drawing of the couch in the background that you
Yeah.
did. Okay, I get it.
I just did that in paint with my mouse. So
Good job, Kyle.
That's good.
yeah. So I'm here talking to Dr. Phil.
How is he?
How about that?
Yep.
But yeah,
She does porn now.
Yep.
Oprah or Yana?
No, Catch Me Outside, girl.
Oprah.
What?
Imagine, I wonder how much money Oprah could make on porn.
Oh.
I mean,
even if you don't want to see her, you're still gonna click. Just
Oh
out of
yeah, I would
curiosity.
click on that. I gotta check out naked Oprah. You know?
Oh man, that would hurt her image a little bit though. So she wouldn't be able to pursue anything.
What image
after
does
that.
she
You
need?
get
She's got all
anal.
of
You
it.
get anal. Everybody gets anal.
Everybody in today's
Are you
today's
suggesting that
taping gets a free bottle of lube.
Are you suggesting she should make an Oprah show themed porno?
That'd be awesome.
I'm sure they have those. No,
Oh, yeah.
we're suggesting that she does. I mean, that's her catchphrase, right?
I don't know. Last time I saw her, she was interviewing a princess. I don't know what she does anymore.
You get a hole. You get a hole. Everybody come on my face.
Oh my, beautiful impression. Okay, let's move on.
Jesus.
Oh man.
Yeah, my biggest problem was that she tried playing the victim card a lot. And
Yeah,
it's like,
I agree.
you're the
I think-
asshole. You did this. Even if you try saying I knew not to do it, you still did it.
Mhm. She was an a-hole. She was in a tough situation, but yeah, that was not the way to handle it.
I will say that political cartoon that they pulled up was fucking hilarious. Whereas he gets drafted by San Diego, and it's him, a cartoon of him walking on the beach with his arm around nobody and
Mhm.
saying, "Well, dear, it looks nice around here."
I was thinking about that.
I remember that came out.
There was somebody's job on the documentary to find memes of the situation. Which memes do we want to show? Because they showed like 3 memes.
I remember ones of players tripping while running, And it would always be like, oh man, Teo's
That's Teo's
girlfriend.
girlfriend. Yep.
But they couldn't show. It was at a dramatic point in the documentary, so they couldn't show very funny memes though. It would ruin the tone. They just had to show like average memes.
I didn't know the Reds did the bobblehead.
Right? I didn't either.
That's savage.
Oh,
Yeah. I saw
Cincinnati
that too.
Reds did a Manti Te'o girlfriend bobblehead night.
Bobblehead,
And it was just an empty box.
They showed an
That's
SNL. Guys.
savage.
And then they did an SNL skit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's funny that I mean a baseball team jumped in on it.
Mm-hmm. He was the laughing stock. Yeah, everyone
It was a
turned on him.
punchline.
Yeah.
But he just got duped. He seems so genuine. I don't know if he's actually that genuine or if he's a really, really good actor. But he seemed really genuine when he was like recounting the stories of what happened. He got emotional and
I'm sure he did. Sure
It
was
is
real.
hard to take him seriously too, though, because of his acting.
yeah.
Oh, you guys are frozen again.
We can still
Well.
see you though.
You're good. We were just listening.
I'm bobbing my head. He was an actor?
I don't know. Was he?
I don't know.
Jake?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can
we
hear
could
you.
heard you the whole time.
Okay. No.
Oh,
Screenshot that one.
good point. Good point, Jake. Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah. But yeah, so the person who was doing the catfishing too put on a voice that was very convincing.
Oh yeah.
The people talking that heard, because they were playing the girlfriend's family, the girlfriend's parents and sister and everything.
Yeah, he created
And-
the whole persona.
And people were saying like, holy crap, she could be voice acting
It
in
looks
the
like I'm
entire
sucking
show.
a dick.
Huh? Oh,
Screenshot.
yeah, that was pretty good. All right, so Jake, we mentioned that he was an actor or something. What is
When he was acting during the Heisman finalist ceremony,
Oh
Oh,
god. Yeah.
he knew that she was fake, but he stood in the interviews like she was dead.
Oh,
Okay.
really? You knew that?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's,
And
it hadn't
yeah.
came out public yet officially, but
I don't
He
think
knew.
I would have.
He
I
knew,
don't
yeah.
know. That's so stressful.
Oh yeah, I don't necessarily blame him, but like, so he already has acting on this subject under his belt.
Mhm. That's fair, but he had a very good speech at the end, in my opinion. But
Yeah.
yeah, he seemed genuine to me, and he got so screwed over by her. But he was, in my opinion, that he was super sheltered, didn't have a lot of balanced life experiences. Like he it seemed like he again was mostly just faith, football, and family, not a lot of like other things. He didn't have other passions. We never found out what he majored in college.
probably nothing.
Yeah, it's football. He probably
Right.
didn't really major in anything.
Probably majored in liberal arts because they knew he was going to the NFL. That's what all these star athletes do when they go. They'll major in fucking gymnastics. Congratulations, you're going to the NFL. Pick
Kyle,
some-
what do you teach at UB?
Biomedical circuits and signals.
Yeah, you're not gonna have a single football player in your class, but
Probably
Yeah.
not. So that sucks then if you don't make it to the NFL and you're on
Yeah.
a scholarship or something. That's just you just wasted
Yep.
4 years of your life.
Yeah.
Because they don't get paid a lot, right? They just get tuition, basically.
yeah, in college at that point they weren't getting
They
paid
didn't
anything.
get paid at all. Yeah.
At least, I mean, on the books, not getting paid.
Yeah.
Teo probably made some money.
Yeah. All these star
Plus,
athletes.
they're not going to talk about his off the field
Yeah,
interests during this documentary. That he
Yeah,
probably
that's
had
fair.
some. Being,
Hopefully.
Hawaiian, I'm sure he did a lot of spearfishing and surfing and stuff like that.
They do spearfishing there?
Yeah, that's huge in Hawaii.
That's fancy.
Especially where he lived. He lived right on the coast.
You could pretend you're in Castaway. That's all I know about spearfishing.
I don't think a Hawaiian's going to pretend to be a white guy.
Well, I could if I went there and took a class.
I don't think a fuck about anybody. He could.
You know, if it's legal, if you can go follow the proper channels, get a fishing license, It's very important for conservation, stuff like that. Anyways,
Money
I will
grabs.
say, besides the whole story and everything, but the Netflix series that puts these on, the Untold Stories, they have put out some actually really good ones.
Did
I
Yes, they
haven't
have.
watched the tennis one yet, but
They
the
had the Danbury
boxing one,
Trashers.
yeah, that one too. That one was great. The boxing one was really good. And then there's one coming out, but I don't know if you guys remember that referee in the NBA that was gambling on games that he was calling. They're doing one on him coming up.
They had
Nice.
one about the was it the Menace in the Palace or something like that.
Yeah, the Malice in the
The
Palace.
Malice in the
Yeah.
Palace.
Yeah, that was a good one too.
That was a
what's
really
the
good
Malice
one.
in the Palace?
It was a giant brawl that happened between the Indiana Pacers and the Detroit Pistons at Detroit's arena, the Palace, I guess. And it was like to the point where the one main guy for the Pacers was fighting fans. People were throwing chairs and stuff. It's intense.
Ooh, everybody. It's kung fu fighting.
That one's a
Sorry,
really
I've made
good
that
watch.
joke recently, but I just like the imagery. That sucks. That sounds intense, like a riot.
Yeah, it was.
basically.
Not, I would say that far, but it was pretty intense.
Mm.
But
Maybe I'll
like,
check it out.
yeah, you see all the stuff that happens on TV from like the media coverage and ESPN and Sports Center and whatnot. But
yeah.
they got really into detail on like how it affected the players and their reactions and everything that went on and all that. So it was like, oh, okay. So it's just like the different sides of the stories that you don't really hear, which this really did the same thing with the Manti Te'o. Like, you know, you heard everything. Like I said, I didn't know really personally that they knew who the person was that was doing this to him. So the fact that this documentary brought it out and got everything to light and everything, it's like, oh, okay. So that
There was a quote from like the head of the Notre Dame school or something like that. He was some higher up. And it's so true about so many things. And it's the public had no interest in comprehending the complexities of this story. That's true about so many things. People just go with whatever the media says, even if their sources don't pan out or whatever, and just get angry or upset or whatever. So often, not everyone does, but that was a powerful quote that resonated, especially with the media nowadays.
Before I probably freeze again. Shout out to MySpace making a comeback.
yeah, right.
Were they on there?
Yeah,
that's how they found the picture girl.
That's funny.
Which she's a victim in all this, and she was barely talked about.
Yeah. I didn't even remember her name.
I wouldn't be able to say it, but Kyle would.
Probably. Ooh, nice cool breeze. But yeah, I did mention he was very genuine. I just love how he ended. They ended the story with him. He'd been through hell. He went from like the highest high, never having struggles before that. Everyone loved him to like everyone hating him. But he started to find positives. He started to forgive himself. It was very nice. Huh?
I hated him.
Really?
I laughed at him a lot. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Everybody used to give me shit
when
that
they
I was a
started
Notre
doing the
Dame fan.
national championship game, I was like, they got lit the fuck up in this.
Yeah, they got roasted.
I was so excited to see all those parts.
How did Michigan do that year? Oh, that's right. Didn't matter.
Ooh,
It's all right.
I assume shade throw.
We would have gotten beat really bad, but luckily we weren't on national television to see it.
Okay. Michigan Notre Dame rivalry, I assume.
Very.
Oh yeah, there's a big one.
Is it because what religion is Michigan? I hope it's not a religion thing. That would be pretty messed up.
Yeah, at least we have a conference.
Ooh.
We do too. We're not the international anymore.
No,
Or
we're
independent or whatever.
Independent.
Yeah, I don't think
Football
we're in
is.
that any- Is it? I thought we were in the
Yeah, oh
ACC.
yeah.
All the other sports are in the ACC.
ACC.
Football's independent still.
Is it still? I thought they had changed.
Yep, they're gonna have to go somewhere now with all the shit happening to college football now.
They're
Yeah.
talking about power conference, like
Yeah.
two
Elite
big
conferences.
Yeah.
What do you think he stayed his senior year? That was a big point in the documentary, that he could have gone into the NFL draft after his junior year, but he spent a lot of time deciding. And his fake girlfriend was alive at the time. The same with his grandma, and he decided to go an extra year. Do you think his grandma was real? Never mind. Not gonna open that door. But yeah, I don't.
Hell of a one to fake.
Yeah.
You're not my grandma. Nope, never liked you.
Oh no.
Nah, I ain't really yours.
I mean, why did he say for senior? I don't know. Would this all have happened if he did? That's a question.
Right?
Oh yeah, that's.
The girl
much
probably would
longer
just
would
try
this
to
go
extort.
on?
Yeah, she probably would just try to really extort him for money at that point.
Yeah, but then he's making big bucks that he would be able to be like, I'm coming out to you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
She wouldn't be able to hide as much when you're making whatever he was
Millions
making
of
outside
dollars.
in Notre Dame. Yeah. And
Yeah, he
especially
was-
going to San Diego and she was from California.
Yeah, not that far from where she was. But
Yeah.
him drop out. Did he drop out of the first? He dropped out of the first round.
Mhm.
Yeah, second round.
Yes, second round. So
Mhm.
he was a top prospect that was the potential to be drafted in the top 5 and dropped all the way out of the first round. That's millions of dollars right there. Gone day one.
I mean, I don't blame them for what you're touted as a middle linebacker. And like, you didn't raise a single question about any of this. You just like, okay, she's some chick on Facebook. Like, common sense
Mhm.
goes a long way. And unfortunately, he didn't have a single lick of it during any of this.
Yeah. Love is blind.
Mhm.
People fall for that shit all the time.
Yeah, it's just weird. Like, all right, this person just added me on Facebook. I'm gonna start talking to him. What? It's just kind of weird.
He
The
lived
whole
a
thing
very
was weird.
specific life, so he probably didn't see scams a lot. He just
It was also kind of a new territory. Catfishing really wasn't a big thing until more recently. I mean, it probably was, but we didn't really know about it.
I get that, but it's just like he reached out to her to start all this.
Oh, really?
He messaged her, yeah.
yeah.
She added him as a friend, but then he messaged her
Maybe he was looking
because
for
the way the
companionship.
picture looked like, and she looked Hawaiian and this and that, like a common interests on the interest
Mhm.
page. So it's like he just kind of reached out to her. He started the messages.
Yeah.
So
But
it's
it was-
like,
oh.
why would you do like stranger danger?
It wasn't as well known then. It didn't seem as dangerous.
In 2009?
I guess. I don't know. I don't remember.
I remember being told not to go in public chat rooms and stuff like that, and AOL and stuff. Like,
That's-
it was, hey, internet's full of strangers. Careful. And instead, he's just like, oh, there's a stranger. Let's start dating.
I've never done online dating, so I can't say for sure, but I feel like you can get swept up pretty easy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And they talked on the phone and stuff too. It
Yeah,
wasn't
that I didn't know about.
That was interesting. But that's not online. That didn't start out as online dating. That just started out as a Facebook friend request.
That's true.
Online
Yeah.
dating now, where you have specific channels of online dating, that's different.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna go through all my Facebook friends that I don't know or whatever and reach, hey, you know, what you doing tomorrow night? But like, that sounds pretty creepy. I get, you know, it was like a completely different time, but it's just like,
that's frowned upon. Oh shoot.
yeah, my sister has something to say to you. But anyways, it's just weird. It just he had a very blind eye.
It's easy to judge in hindsight, but I think he had a very specific upbringing, very different from what we had. Like I played hockey for fun once a week at most, kind of thing. So it wasn't like I was constantly doing things and trying to.
Didn't we have a friend of ours that had an upbringing of baseball to where, you know, coach? And I'm sure he would have had common sense to not do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like I can't blame it on his upbringing. You're telling me instead of learning about common sense, it's just football schemes.
He was very good at football. So
He was very good at football, but you still have to have some type of common sense to be good at anything in life.
Right. Also, too, being the distance from everybody, him being in Notre Dame from Hawaii.
He was homesick. Like I get a lot of that stuff.
So having
but
some
like,
kind of companionship too, talking to somebody, that goes a long way, even if it's a stranger you don't know.
I'm not saying he deserved any of it. I'm just saying, like, man, you didn't help yourself at all.
No,
and
exactly.
it's hard
I-
that like he started it.
Mhm. I'm a big proponent of, I don't fully understand the situation. I didn't have the same exact situation you did. I have my own brain, my own family growing up, my own life experiences. So it's hard to get into the exact headspace to say you would be better, you would make different choices. But the biggest thing for me is if you make a mistake and you recognize that, you learn from it. But that happened like at such a time that he didn't have time to learn from it because everyone watched him make this huge mistake, and it ruined a lot, or maybe cost him millions of dollars or something. At least he still got
maybe
drafted.
it did.
Yeah. But just the fact that it was so public, like, I'm sure a bigger percentage than you think of people our age had a similar, like, they got fooled by somebody on the internet, but it wasn't a news story. So,
Well, yeah, I get that.
yeah.
But like, especially back then, you're told, you know, internet was getting new, and there's a bunch of strangers on here. Like, don't stay out of the chat room, stay out of here, be careful with this, be careful with that. Like, because of how new it was, you still had to be very patient with it or second guessing. It just, like, I know there's a lot of factors. Yeah, it's not me, I wouldn't know. But like, I knew, like, I was getting messages on MySpace back then from spam accounts. It's just like, I don't know you. Bye.
Well,
The thing that confuses me is that, I mean, you're a star college football player for Notre Dame that's got like 10,000 students. So you're in a small city of because the college is like a small city with
Yeah, South Bend.
5,000 women of your same age, and you're gonna give your time to this broad on the internet that you're never gonna meet. Like,
Or that you've never met in person.
yeah, it's like, how is it that you don't get distracted by just the people that are around you? Like, how is it that's strange to me? Like, that online relationship took your time away from everything happening just in, immediately in front of your face.
Kyle's point, though, it was, faith. That persona shared the same faith as him, and because he holds it so high, that trumped a
Right.
lot of things.
everyone at Notre Dame was the wrong religion. I don't know if that's
Wrong
why.
religion,
But
whores.
Yeah, off-brand
he
religion.
did go into it like he was miserable at first. They showed an interview and they were like, how's Notre Dame
Go
going?
there.
Yeah, go to
like-
Utah.
Yeah.
Okay.
How'd that
BYU.
sign work out for you, huh?
So I think he was in a bad headspace, and talking to her probably made things seem better.
I guess.
Sucks for him. Should have went to
Yeah.
USC.
Yep.
Yeah, I should have.
Yeah.
His
Yeah,
gut was
man, what a
telling him.
sign from God that was, huh?
Mhm.
Hey, I'm gonna make your life miserable so that way you could have a Netflix special when you're older and out of the league.
Yep.
Oof. Mhm.
Oof. Oof. Yeah, put that on a stake and fucking hanging on a wall.
Yep.
Yeah. I asked my buddy that I work with down here. He's a Chargers fan, and he remembers when they drafted him. He's like, "Oh, great! This whole scandal on top of him." He's like, "Oh, at least he's a decent football player," and he sucked. He's like, dude, he was horrible. It's like he could never stay on the field. He had his head problems that I found out about later. It's like, yeah, he never panned out. So
Shout out to his agent for recommending therapy. Therapy can be helpful for some people, and it sounded like it was very helpful for him. He started to forgive himself.
Yeah, which, man, he's like, oh, I forgive Ronnie or whatever the hell his name is. Like, fuck that. Like,
I ain't forgiving that dude.
yeah, smite him. Give him the bad Zoom internet connection.
The most intense curse you can think of.
Mhm.
Bad
It
internet.
sucks. It sucks.
Yeah. Man, dial up. How about that?
How about that?
Good old days.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Got to pick up
Damn.
the phone to make a phone call. Somebody's down there. Damn it! Get off the internet.
I can't. I
Yeah.
gotta download this JPEG. It's gonna take me 30 minutes.
JPEG. Nobody was
This porn
fucking
file's
saying
still
that.
downloading. It's 6 hours in.
Yeah, porn was
Remember-
an adventure back then. Now it's on your fucking phone.
Yeah, it was always scary, especially because back then, like, you didn't have your own computer; it was a family computer,
Yeah.
and you'd have to hit play and then pause it and let it fucking load up a little bit, and then
Ah.
hit play, and that was just to see if it was going to be a good porn or not.
Yeah,
You spent
jerk.
20 minutes just trying to see if it was a good porn.
You just jerk once, and you're like, oh, yeah, wait.
Yep.
And then
Terrible.
the jerk for go.
Yeah. Terrible. It was so tough.
Oh
It
my
was.
God. I used to last hours. Now I only last seconds. I don't know why.
Kids now don't understand how easy it is. How
They have
difficult it was. to
no
just
idea.
jerk off.
Yeah, man. And then you got, what was it? DSL. You got Verizon DSL, and it was a little faster. It's like, oh my God, I can download 4 of them at once now.
Yeah.
Mhm. Good
Then
times.
And then you download things like BearShare or LimeWire or something like that, and you get all these viruses on your computer.
viruses. Yeah, I'll
Your
never.
parents are like, where did these viruses come from?
I will never forget.
Ah.
Our
I love
mutual
LimeWire.
friend. Oh yeah, me too. Our mutual friend, another friend of his that I was friends with, was good with computers, and he would come over and fix my parents' computer. And I had downloaded a ton of music and porn and shit on the family computer, and we got a Trojan backdoor virus and all this stuff, and the computer got super slow. And he's going through and clearing out all these viruses, and my dad goes, "Oh, how did
Folder
we get that?"
listed Sean's boring documents. Don't
And-
look at
And
You
my
had to do a
dad's
folder
like,
within a folder within a folder within a folder.
yeah, exactly.
I
My dad's like,
had
"How-"
a fucking system.
Yep. My dad's like, "How do we get all these viruses?" He's like, "Oh, just from emails and different things." And he looks right at me and just laughs. Like, "Thanks, man. Thanks for covering for me."
Nice.
I remember I was over at a friend's house, and like
I
it
know.
wasn't any of our friends here. I was doing like a school project or whatever. And he's like, "Oh, check this site out." Or we're doing the project. They were doing history and stuff like that, and it was taking forever for these sites to load up. And he's like, "Oh, check out this site." And I was like, "A porn site?" Immediately popped up because it's so used to going to that site that it like could pull it up a lot quicker. And I was like, "Man, that was quick, huh?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'm on it every day, man. Check out my arm."
Do you guys remember the first porn site that you ever went to was?
No.
Oh,
Oh my God, this topic.
Porndog.com or something like that. Pornodog.com.
Just
Like I can
Google-
see the logo.
I'll
Google-
never forget. Yeah, that's why I used to.
Newgrounds.
There you go.
You remember that? That also had games too. Like there was a
Yep.
game where
Newgrounds? Yeah.
Newgrounds
Yeah.
had
And they had
porn?
like
Yep.
New-
they had
Newgrounds
like
had
stupid
porn.
ass clip videos and stuff like that. The Badger song was
Yep.
on it.
Yeah.
Narwhals.
yeah, they also
Yeah.
had porn. They had one where it was like you had to make this girl come without waking her up.
Yep. I'll
Oh,
never
that's
forget
so-
that.
Sounds like
Oh, jeez.
rape. That's very rapey.
That is that game.
We don't condone this, but
Oh,
it
jeez.
was a game.
Well, it was an anime, so it fit.
I'll never
So
forget.
I didn't know Newgrounds
Jesus.
had that. I just watched
Mm.
waffle videos and played video games on Newgrounds.
People making waffles.
No, there was a video of like waffles, waffle, 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 waffles, waffle, 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 waffle,
Conads and
waffle.
Strife.
I don't know. It was one of the stupid videos that looped and was weirdly animated.
Yeah.
But the first one that I had ever went to, I'll never forget. We were at my dad's sister's house, my aunt's house, and he was talking with my aunt and uncle and my mom. And my dad said, because we had just got our computer for the first time, and my dad said, "I didn't know that whitehouse.com didn't take you to the White House."
Yeah.
I'm like, I overheard that. I'm like, what does that mean? So I went home.
I've
And
never actually
Typed
checked
it
out
in.
whitehouse.com.
it's not that anymore. It's
No.
the White House now. But back
I
then,
was just gonna pull up my phone.
back then, it was not the White House.
I love that domain just to punk the government. They're like, oh,
Wasn't
people
it-
are gonna
wasn't
be
it a
like,
You
gay
probably got
porn
paid a
site?
lot of money for that,
No,
though.
it
that
had
name.
women on it.
Oh, was it? I thought it was
Yeah.
a gay porn site, but that's funny.
Oh man. Whew. All right.
I
Lots of-
downloaded most of my stuff
On
off
time.
LimeWire. I really didn't
Yep.
spend too much on the websites. I downloaded. I remember giving you
Eventually,
guys
I went
CDs
to-
full of movies.
Yeah, because Jake would burn them all the time.
Yeah, I literally like would make like 20 CDs full of just pornos. and then
So
give it to my friends.
Jake is distributing his spank bank to people.
I remember the one friend of ours. It's just like it was only a few years ago. He's like, "Man, I still have that CD. Like, it was some good stuff." Like I found good videos.
Yeah.
LimeWire was great. I remember downloading whole movies, like
Yeah.
entire like The Village and shit like that. I
I
remember
fucking hate
watching
that movie.
whole
Oh,
movies
yeah.
off of LimeWire.
Piracy's coming back. Torrents and stuff being re-uploaded. Wait, no,
Good.
we're on YouTube. Never mind. No, don't pirate. I don't know.
Yeah, because I'm sure there's not a lot of how-to videos on how to do that on here.
Right.
You're right. Maybe.
Yeah. Then LimeWire died and FrostWire came out.
Frostwire, yeah.
Never did
That's-
Frostwire.
That's
I
where
did.
I got.
The first one that I did was BearShare.
I mean,
Fuck. Before that though, wasn't it Kaza?
I don't know.
I
That one, as
downloaded
soon as you
so
down-
much music I never ended up listening to. I would be like, I kind of like this band. Let me download their entire discography.
That's what
Yeah.
I was doing.
Same
I
here.
have actually. I think I
That's-
have an external hard drive around here of all the music that I stole.
I
when I
still
was
have it's on my iPad
15
on my
years
iPod.
old.
Fucking
I did have it
6,000
on my
songs.
iTunes, but like it had virus and it ruined my iTunes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
couldn't
man.
plug my iPad into my computer because it would sync with iTunes and then erase everything on the iPod that I had
Yeah.
put on there from over the years.
Mhm.
That sucks.
That's dumb.
That's
Yep.
that's one of the first Apple dick moves. Like they didn't have to make that the way it worked. They just
Yep.
decided to.
Yeah, because they wanted
One
you
of
to
the
pay
first
for
of
the music.
many Apple dick moves.
Mhm. I hear that in some countries they're gonna make it a law they have to have the same charger port now. So hopefully that just becomes like the industry standard.
That was a law in the United States.
I was
Was
gonna say,
it?
I think it is now though. Like
They changed it. Now you have whatever the
USB
current one
micro
is,
C.
where it's like a
it's
Like a-
USB-C.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Micro. See.
the one before that was a law, and then they
Yeah, the
changed.
The
Then they
lightning
started
bolt.
making that USB-C thing. Yeah. So the small one, the real small one with the little prongs on it. Yeah, that's the new one. The one before
This
that
is-
was an actual. It was a law.
Okay.
This one.
Yeah, this is USB micro C.
Okay.
That
Yeah, that one, Shawnee.
Charger. Oh.
Yeah.
That's the one. Now they're changed. Now they're
We
changing.
just
to
got
everything.
back from out of town. Okay, we unpacked our chargers.
Oh,
Yeah, now
man.
they're changing everything to the USB-Cs,
Yeah.
like whatever they're saying that the Switch is, and I'm sure a lot of your guys' phones.
That's like a lot
Mm.
too. When you buy, when you go buy a new phone now, they don't have it. They don't come with a charger.
They come like so I just got a new phone last week. I have the cord. I don't have a block.
No
Yeah.
block. Yeah.
And
Because
like,
the blocks are so universal. They're not. They're
No.
technically not
Nope.
supposed to like do them anymore.
so they used to have a block that had the wide one like this.
Yep.
See, I have examples today. So
Yep.
now,
we got
now,
props.
now I got ones like this.
right, exactly. So it's
Ooh.
double USB-C.
Yep.
Like their
See,
computer
mine's
line
USB-C
computer.
to the lightning bolt. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then my
But now
my
it's,
iPad
instead of
is
it being
USB-C.
fast charging, you won't be able to fucking see that. It's super fast charging.
What's the wattage?
I don't fucking know.
Big.
I charges my phone.
Used to be
Whatever,
like
whatever your wattage is in your house, Kyle, 120 volts.
that depends on the current.
My phone is 6.5 years old.
God damn.
I just got a
Wow.
new one. If
Okay.
I got a new
Yes.
car, might as well get a new phone.
It has two big old cracks on it on the screen. I just don't care to go to the store and do all that.
They give free like upgrades and shit like that.
Oh
like-
yeah, I'm good for an upgrade. I just don't feel like going to the store.
Well,
and-
no, like even like
you
this,
know?
I got a Galaxy S22, and like I could have gotten it. I got S22 Plus. I could have gotten S22 for free, but instead I paid $200 and got the Plus.
The bigger one.
Yeah, it's got more battery life and it's a little bit bigger. But it's just like
Make sure to
$200, why
recycle
not?
your own phones.
I had to trade mine in.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a trade in. It wasn't like it wasn't like a full upgrade. I had to trade it in. It was a special.
Mm,
Yeah. Okay. That works. Reduce, reuse, recycle.
Yeah, fuck that.
No, they just take it and clear it and sell it to somebody else.
Some hobo. It's a burner phone for people
Probably,
to
yeah, actually.
catfish
Catfish.
football players.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Seen a
I ate,
documentary on that.
I ate
Yeah.
catfish recently. It was really good. It was like at a place that made very good like homemade meals, like pork chops and stuff.
Ew.
And they had a good
Yeah,
Long Island iced tea, and a really good catfish.
Where was this?
It was someplace in Buffalo. I can't remember what it was called. I can look it up if you want.
I was just curious. Sounds
It's on
good.
Hurdle. Hurdle. I like Hurdle. It's a fun place. Lots of cool places.
I drink a lot of wine.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that, I got to tell you guys this. So I'm chilling here today.
Snoop Dogg.
Hey.
I'm chilling here today, and I get a text message. It's a picture from a
Oh, there you go.
from a random number, and says,
That's how you
"Does
do
this
it.
wine look okay to you?" I'm like, "Who the fuck is this?" It was a 518 number, which apparently is like New York City. She's like, "Does this
How do you
wine
tell
look
wine
okay to you?"
looks okay.
It was a bottle of wine. She was like,
Oh,
the name.
okay, at the store.
yeah.
Okay.
And I go, "Yeah, sure it does, but I think you had the wrong number." She goes, "This is Gianna. Is this not Jessica?" I go, "Nope, this is Sean." She goes, "Oh my God." She goes, "Oh my
This
God.
is
I'm so sorry."
Patrick.
She goes, "I'm so sorry. I didn't hope this didn't bother you." I'm like, "No, you're fine. I'm just letting you know you got the wrong number." It was just
Mhm.
weird. It was like, but saying wine.
Sean, you got an in to catfish, but it was probably somebody she knew, so that probably wouldn't work very long.
Yeah, well, she found out the real number. So
I had somebody add me in a group text about like family get together or something like that, and they're just like, "Whose number is this?" I was like, "I'll be there. Like, what do you guys need me to bring?" And they're just like, I didn't get a text back. I think they started a different group text.
That's a shame.
Aw,
Yeah.
that's
that's
awesome.
funny.
Yeah,
They probably
like
talked about
I
it,
stayed
so-
away from it until they noticed that I was there, and then I started like interacting with them.
That's great.
Mhm.
I remember hearing a story on the internet of somebody got a random text saying, "Hey, the party's at this time. Bring a dish," and it was a wrong number. And the guy was like, "Hey, can I come anyways?" And he did, and he brought a dish with this family that just random.
Yeah.
And they've had
Yeah, it was-
Thanksgiving together for years now.
That's
They just
cool.
stop by.
It was some like old white lady,
Mhm.
older white lady, and it was some young black kid.
Mhm.
And like now they're like really close friends and stuff.
That's
It's a pretty
cool.
cool story. I've
That's
seen it
cool.
before. It's really cool.
Yeah. So you guys are you're trying to get in, but
Yeah.
not yet.
Yep.
That would be cool. Get adopted by some random family.
All right. But that's how the catfishing starts. You get somebody sending you messages, and it's like, oh, okay.
I
and you
bet.
just
Then they murder you.
yeah, most of the time, yes.
Yeah.
Is catfishing illegal, by the way?
I don't
I
know.
don't know if it's illegal.
I mean,
It feels like in one of
technically,
those laws it's things that's illegal, but no one actually enforces it because it's so hard to. But I
could
don't know.
it be identity fraud?
I guess, yeah.
If you're
Well, I
doing
mean,
it
if
for
you
money,
make up an identity, I don't know how you could. I'm sure
Well,
that
like
there's
this,
a
he
rule on it
stole-
somehow.
Yeah, I'm like this one. He stole like a
Pictures.
actual person's
Yeah.
profile and stuff like that.
oh my god, they
Yeah.
got the picture too. There was oh god, Rick. After his fake girlfriend died, she called him saying, "Hey, I'm not actually dead," and he
Yeah.
was like, "I need picture proof. Send me
Yeah.
like these
And that was
initials
like,
or
what?
something. Send me these initials and do the hang loose or whatever his symbol."
And the date.
She got the picture from her high school.
From the
person.
Yeah.
stolen identity woman.
That was crazy.
Yeah, they had the picture. That blew my mind. I'm like, oh, this is it. This because that not to say that it had done it, but I've asked for that same verification before, and it falls apart. So
You know,
the fact that he got the fucking picture, it's like, holy shit.
Some
That's
advanced
crazy.
catfishing. Man,
So then they explained how she did that. Like they end up cropping the picture, being able to put something in the sign that she had originally in the photo, and was able to put her initials, the date, and something else that he asked for.
That's crazy.
Yeah, blew my mind. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a good documentary. Thank you guys for recommending it. I'd recommend it to viewers. We summarized it, but you can't really get the emotional impact and stuff.
Oh no, yeah, it
I'll
was
still watch it. I still plan on watching it.
Yeah,
definitely
the
worth it.
media. Don't trust everything you read, even if it's from the media. But don't assume everything is fake either. Trust but verify. Blah blah blah. Critical thinking. I don't know what I'm going with this.
Of course you don't.
Digging yourself deeper into the hole.
Yeah. So guys, I got a PlayStation Plus extra. I tried it out. It was like $13 for the rest of the year
Is
or
that-
something like that.
Is that the second tier?
Yeah, you get a game catalog, and I wanted to try Returnal and Spider-Man Miles Morales. So
Nice.
Nice.
How's Spider-Man?
I haven't played it yet. I got too
Oh.
obsessed with Returnal and Stray, a game about a cat. It's pretty cool.
God, jeez,
Oh yeah, that game
fucking
puts your
A.
training.
That
Oh,
makes sense.
Kyle, we just saw there's a documentary on Netflix now called The Mind of a Cat, where it's these people and they're fucking around with cats, making it do tests and shit, like having it walk through big and small holes.
Are they ethical? I hope it's ethical.
Well, yeah, they're explaining how a cat uses its whiskers.
I
get
thought you were
through
going
holes.
in a completely different thing, like furries and stuff like that. Like,
Oh, no, this is
No, I'm not-
legit. It's
I'm
a
not a
bald
furry.
dude hanging out with a cat.
Yeah,
And
well,
I
we
was
can
like,
cross
Kyle
that
would
off
love
Kyle's
this
list.
video.
Hey man, I have nothing wrong with furries, but I'm not part of that community. I just like cats because they're cool animals. So are dogs. And birds.
Fuck dogs.
they sit on your head.
Fuck dogs. You know what's a good pet? The turtle. They don't do shit.
They smell
have-
worse.
We have a neighbor who has a little tiny fenced in area about 2 feet by 2 feet on their lawn, and sometimes there's a tortoise in it.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
I got a leash for mine. We're gonna take it to the park.
Please be careful.
I
for birds and
almost sent
stuff.
you a TikTok. It was this guy, and he was cooking a turtle.
Oh,
They
I'd be
showed the
so
turtle.
mad.
He's like, "Here's the turtle alive." Basically, he's like, "This is the turtle alive." I'll cut out the video where I kill it, and then like cuts out, and all of a sudden, there's just a headless turtle. It's like, oh, Ricky would be very upset right
That'd be
now.
a friendship ruiner.
Oh, speaking of animals too. So today I was we were hiking at Letchworth,
Ooh.
and which beautiful state park, by the way.
Gorgeous.
And a fucking snake went right on by, and I did not scream like a girl.
I mean, okay.
I might have thrown my wife at it, but I did not scream like a girl. She did.
Did you check any other places out down there in Seneca?
So
At
we
Tonganock-
did.
Tonganoga Falls is awesome. It's the tallest.
We were
waterfall
gonna
in
do
New
that
York.
one. We were gonna do that one.
That's gorgeous.
But it was raining today there, so we didn't go. But it was raining at Letchworth, so that's why we chose to go there instead.
Nice. I
We
love
did
Letchworth.
buttermilk.
Buttermilk Canyon.
Yeah.
Nice.
Is that like
Yeah, we did that. That's a shit ton of fucking stairs, man.
Oh yeah, that's how Watkins Glen is too. Watkins
Fucking
Glen's gorgeous too, but
terrible.
it's so overpacked now with tourists. But that Tonanga Falls or Tongahanga Falls or whatever, it's just a little bit of drive past Watkins Glen. You can park at the bottom of the falls and hike the trail up the river, or you can actually, the water's so shallow in the river, you can just walk in the water and you get to the base. It's really cool.
That's neat.
It's the tallest waterfall in New York State. It's taller than Niagara Falls, but
Almost
it's not.
where we got married.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's
we went
not
there.
like a real heavy stream, but it's.
Can you go
Cool.
under it?
They really don't want you to, but you can.
There's tons of signs at all these parks that say don't go in the water, and then there's
Yeah.
people literally bathing in the
And
water.
there's like a
Yeah.
grave site over to the side saying this person went in the water and died.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that was almost my wife.
Oh
So
no.
we were. It was today at Letchworth. We were Lower Falls. Yeah, I think it was the Lower Falls we were at. We did the lower, mid, and upper, but we did lower last. And they have like a bridge, a footbridge to go over the river. And it's, got the canyon on that side and canyon on that side, but you go over it and then you got a trail. So we're walking on the trail and all of a sudden you hear, boom, fucking rocks fell. Heavy rock fell, probably about 2 feet right behind her. And it's like,
Jesus.
if that was you, you'd be dead.
Ooh.
It'd be airlifting you out of here.
Yeah, there would be nothing to airlift. We'd just be burying her right there.
Is the upper falls where the hotel is?
Yes.
Okay.
Like
So-
where they have the weddings and stuff.
Yes, yeah, that's where my
Yeah.
sister got married. The trestle's not there anymore, right? The big train trestle bridge.
No.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's it. Right there. It's literally, you could see it from the base of the upper falls there, or at the right there at the top of the-
Probably not then. There is
Yeah,
like a big bridge, but
they
like
tore
I don't know.
I know they were supposed to tear it down, but we used to walk across that all the time. I got some really cool pictures from up there, but they were supposed to tear it down. But
Mm.
yeah, it's cool. Letchworth's awesome. They call it the Grand Canyon of the East.
It's so pretty, especially. in
Yeah,
the
it was
fall.
cool. It really
Yeah.
kicked our butt. Like
Oh yeah,
I did a lot more hiking than I was expecting.
Love hiking. We gotta go hiking sometime, Jake.
still early in the season, but yeah, Kyle, you're for sure right. Anything down there in the southern or down in those areas, the trees and the trails and everything are gorgeous.
Mhm.
Except for snakes.
You guys starting to feel some itchy chin?
It's called lice.
Oh man, is there like shampoo for that?
Or crabs if you go down on the wrong woman.
Yeah. We ever tell you how to take care of crabs, Kyle?
Get in your eyebrows.
No. What?
You shave half. You shave half. Well, for eyebrows, it'd be you shave half your eyebrows, then you light the other half on fire, and then you stab them as they come out.
Oh yes, you have. You gotta get a
Um,
little tiny knife.
I'll never
guess.
forget in middle school when we had health class, we had a substitute teacher that was teaching us about STDs.
Sexy
which-
active.
Yeah, no, yeah, that guy. But we had a substitute teacher who was actually a family friend of mine who was the football coach, Trait Smith, or Mr. Smith, I guess was his name. But he was teaching us, and we were talking about STDs, and it was talking about pubic lice, but he kept calling it public lice. We're like, that's the stuff that's on your head. Pubic lice is down in your genitals. And he's like, no, it's definitely public. No, it says pubic right here. And he kept reading it wrong, and he kept saying public. And we all just were like, okay, sure. Hey. We're
Maybe
recording.
maybe his pubes are public.
I mean, yeah, they were, because he did.
That's
cheat
a
on his
terrible
wife,
thing
so-
to tell students.
Mhm.
You might
Yep.
might get some jail time.
Hey
Oh,
kids,
no.
my name's Mr. Smith. My pubes are your pubes. Let's have fun this year.
Oh my god.
It's a nice guy.
Okay.
Nice
But-
guy. Pubes taste terrible, but he was a nice guy.
I didn't taste his pubes. Did
Oh
drink his
my
beer though.
There you go. Same thing.
Yeah.
And woke up 4 hours later, not knowing where you were at.
Yeah.
Pulling out
Oh.
flossers out of my teeth.
Oh my god. You guys didn't mention this person's name, did you?
Mr. Smith?
Oh, no, that's not true. This is all joke. We're not accusing
I
anyone.
didn't think of that.
Oh my god. Do you guys want to change characters?
He's getting a phone call tomorrow.
Oh my god.
It's a good thing none of that was happening at our school. Oh wait, it was. And they
Oh.
got caught with the music teacher.
Oh yeah. Oh man. That was aft.
He
Anyways.
picked a new girl every year.
Yeah, you did.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll talk about that one offline.
All right.
Yep. All right, but we'll get to our next segment that we like to do. We're going to do Sean's chin scratchers. So, once again, this is a fun segment we like to do every week, as long as we're prepared. But come to the table with some random questions throughout our weeks that we like to ask, and ask our viewers to answer them or send us questions and go from there. So, I got a few. Which I don't know if we've asked this one before. But we talk about chicken wings a lot, guys. So the real question is, drums or flats?
Flats,
Both.
bro. Can't pick both. That's
Yeah, you can.
fucking be honest here, you fucking assholes.
They're both wings.
Like-
They're both delicious. I don't understand how you could pick one or the other. They're both wings.
That's the point of the fucking
That's the whole
question. I hate
question.
people
Ah.
that have these fucking answers to questions. You want one or the other? Oh, I want both or neither. If I wanted that, I didn't gain any knowledge.
No, they're wings. Wings are wings.
So if you had to choose which one you never ate again, you had to choose one. Which one would you choose?
I would never want to eat drums again. I don't mind drums, but like I like flats better.
Yeah, I'm a flats guy.
I'm a drums guy. I used to be a flats guy, but I converted. I saw too much propaganda and I converted.
That damn church got to him too.
I don't know. They're easier to eat. They're more meaty. I don't know.
There's a lot more cartilage on it.
Chew around it.
My ears
Like,
are.
I get like they're bigger. It doesn't necessarily mean there's more meat. There's a lot of cartilage on it.
Whatever. It's good fiber, you know.
That's what we should have is a fucking chicken wing tier list.
Ooh. I'd have to brush up.
What would you have on it? Like places where you get them?
It'd have to be
like we would actually
Sauces.
need all of us out here so that way we can. And Buffalo's the fucking chicken wing capital of the
Capital
world.
of the world. Yep.
Anchor bar,
let's-
Duff's.
I've never
Duff.
had Anchor Bar.
Barbell. I fucking love barbell. Oh, fucking give me that sauce. I'll fuck it.
See,
That's-
I'm
it's
a fan of like your local pizzeria's chicken wings.
Yeah.
I mean, to
Support your
me, it's
local
also a
economy.
lot about the sauces.
Yes.
Like, I mean, we'll talk about chicken wings in another episode. This is a rabbit hole discussion.
This is a major rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm,
We'll go down that one deep.
mhm. But yeah. So Rick, you really don't have an answer?
They're both the same to me. I love them both
Well, this
equally.
is Rick's last conversation on Beer League bench warmers. We'll find a replacement here this time next week.
No, we can't replace
Asshole.
Ricky.
Replace somebody with an answer.
Mhm.
Yeah, that'll be the interview process. Drums or flats? Both. Fuck you.
Yeah, I know it now. Neither. Nope, you're just as fucked up as the other guy. Do you have poor internet connection? You're on the fucking team.
Yep.
I need somebody with me.
All right. I can't read my writing because it's in orange.
I have one that we probably shouldn't end the episode on. So can I
Okay.
go next?
Yeah, go ahead, Kyle. You go.
Okay. So, hypothetical situation. You're wanted and people want to like kill you or arrest you for life or something. Say somebody like Tom Hanks has it in his head and he wants to kill you and he has a coalition trying to kill you. So you, using your resources, fake your death, right? So everyone thinks you're dead. Tom Hanks no longer trying to kill you. Good, right? You have a chance to let your a loved one know. Could be a significant other, could be a sibling, parent, whatever. Do you take that risk? The risk being if they know, they might spill the secret and you might be hunted by Tom Hanks again. Or do you just disappear and have everyone assume that you died?
I wouldn't reach. You're talking like just letting them know you're alive and that's it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
No.
Like if you can't have that, like why do that to them?
Yeah, why put them
It's
through
not, I'm
that?
not. Yeah, I wouldn't even risk. Like, it's not a matter of risking being hunted again. It's a matter of just like, hey, what's up, dear? I'm still alive. Peace out again, though. Bye, Felicia. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna
That-
put
that
them
to
through
me is-
hard.
that heartbreak
kind
all
of a-
over again.
dick fucking move. Yeah,
Mhm.
you move cross country, so you don't even have any chance of running into them, and then you just lay low, become a beach bum or something.
Mhm.
Yep. Drop off the grid.
All right.
Yep,
What
I'm
about
not
you,
letting
Rick?
Anybody else?
I
say
would do
both.
both. No, I wouldn't let him know. I would just keep it a secret. And
Okay, that's interesting because I'm actually in the opposite boat. So me and my SO talked about it, and we both said if that was the situation, first off, screw Tom Hanks.
No,
What's his
first
problem?
off, don't
I love
fucking
Tom
just say it's SO. Like, what the fuck? Don't. We're not children. We can say full words.
My significant other,
There you go.
my partner, Alicia. Anyways, yeah. So we talked about it, and first off, screw Tom Hanks. In this hypothetical situation, outside of this hypothetical situation, I love Tom Hanks. He's a great
You
guy.
should never have used his name. That's terrible.
I wanted
Just
somebody
like-
non-controversial.
Vin
Yeah.
Diesel or something like that.
Vin Diesel. So
like
screw Vin Diesel.
Mr. Smith.
Mr. Smith. For some reason, your sex ed teacher from high
I
school
want to
wants
floss
to
your
kill you.
teeth.
I don't know. Oh man. So we talked about it though, and we both would want to know. It would be hard, but I'd prefer to know that she's okay somewhere. At least have that in my mind. And she said the same. But it's a tough question. I don't
Well,
know.
how about the reverse? What if it was a person in your life that faked their death and then you found out that they were alive? Would you be able to keep that secret?
That's a good point.
No,
I don't
no,
think
I'd say
so.
somebody, and they're just like, "Oh, how you mourning the death?" And it's like, "I'm not." Like, they're all right.
Okay.
I'm playing a lot of Elden Ring.
They're eating both flats and drums chicken wings. It's fucking crazy. Flossing their teeth afterwards.
Oh man.
No, it would be like if that happened to me, vice versa. My SO, that like, I got kids, and it's
That's
just
good.
like, well, their mom's gone,
Yeah.
and then I'm changing all these diapers and shit. I was like, fuck, come back, like, leaving me with all these responsibilities, and you're just piecing out to go what? Go fuck
Is your-
some
is
random
your-
guy or do live your new life?
Is
like,
your SO's name public? What do we want to call them?
Pubes?
Pubes?
Mr. Smith.
Mr. Smith. Your SO Mr. Smith?
Yeah.
So then
Because that's the thing. It's like, all right, you're telling you go live your other life. All right, like, what if they find somebody else?
That's,
Like, really, what benefit did it have?
yeah, that's fair.
It's just like, okay, they're still alive. End of conversation. Then your mind can just run wild and in imagination land, and all of a sudden, it's worse off.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Where it's like, all right, they're done, they're gone, they're in a better place, and then you slowly learn to move on with your life and this and that. With that,
Mhm.
it's like you don't get to move on. They do, but you don't, because now you know that they're still alive, walking around with whoever or whatever or anything like that.
Yeah, I suppose. It would be tough, but yeah, I don't know.
Just watch out for Tom Hanks.
Yep.
Yeah. All right,
Uh,
Sean, you got another?
Yep.
Read
So
your
my
orange.
next question. What video game? I don't know if we've asked this one before, but what video game mechanic would you want to be realistic in real life?
No, it's
100.
funny. I just started playing Returnal, and the whole
Really?
the whole-
We didn't know.
the whole point of the video game is, the game mechanic where you respawn. That's part of the story. She keeps, every time she dies, she relives the crash that caused her to crash land on a planet and is running around again with memory of her previous life. It's crazy. But
Respawning would be one of them. That because I'm trying to think of things. Respawning would be cool.
Mine would be fast travel.
That'd be cool.
that would be really cool. Yeah.
But like respawning, like, all right, like you have to die. Yeah, maybe not.
Right.
And then
It's like
can you
we're
die?
there walking around Letchworth. It's like if I jumped in the water right now, would I live? But if I break my freaking legs, then I gotta live with broken legs.
And then you're screwed.
Then
Wait,
I might as well just
I need to commit
kill
suicide.
myself.
So I'm okay.
Yeah.
Jeez.
If you
And
need
then
help, your suicide hotline at the bottom of your screen. It's not
What
really-
happens if you die of old age or something too? Do you just
You just keep dying over and over.
Respawn to your last save point, which was 10 minutes ago.
Oh no.
Yeah. Maybe
I
you can go
don't-
back in the files and find an old save point when you're
Yep.
like 40 or
Let me
something
check
like
the
that.
cloud.
Yeah.
This save memory.
Fast
I
travel.
think
would be
I want
really
to
cool.
try doing this one different.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think subtitles would be kind of fun. Especially because you could go to a different country and just understand everybody.
Or infinite health bar.
Ooh.
You just can't get hurt.
Right. Yeah. I
What about you, Ricky? Both?
Traveling sucks. So in real life.
Kind of like a health bar thing, but on items. Like on your car, like you can see the health bar of your brakes or your tires.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Or like in your house, like your hot water heater. It's got
The life of it,
60%
yeah.
life left. Yeah, you know how long before it's gonna take
Yeah.
shit.
What if
That
there's a
kind of
repair
stuff.
mechanic too? So you get your hammer, your wrench, and you start hitting it, and it gets
Oh, that'd be
better.
awesome. You could just hit stuff with a hammer and fix it.
Just like
That'd be fucking
Deep
perfect.
Rock?
That's even better
Yeah.
than mine.
That
Who
would be
cares?
so nice.
Yeah, you blow a tire on the side of the highway at 2 a.m.
Here's
just
a
pull
hammer.
a hammer out and smack it, and it's back to normal now.
It's like
Yeah.
Fix It Felix.
Mr. Yeah, I was just gonna say it from Wreck-It Ralph.
I can fix that. I don't know if he said that in that movie. That was a whole reference.
Your
No,
kid,
the-
kid
I could-
scrapes its knee and you just start smacking it with a hammer.
No, that'd probably be where you do the syringe.
Oh man, I thought of something really bad. I can't say it.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of games. I think Far Cry, you do this thing where you fall off a ledge. Oof.
I can't say that.
You fall off a ledge.
Hitting it with a hammer.
Yeah.
And then, you fall off a ledge, you break your legs, and your character's like injured because of that. And then you tie a bandage around your wrist, and suddenly you're better.
Yep.
Or the syringe too. That's the
Yep.
good one.
Yeah.
Stim
man.
up. Oh,
Dirty-
good. I
dirty
got shot in the
syringes.
leg. I'm gonna syringe up real quick.
Mhm. I like
All right.
fast travel though. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
faster
pretty
would be great. So I just boop. All right, I'm at work. Boop. I'm at home.
cool. Yeah.
So much time.
I would still be late.
Right.
Never need a car.
I
Go to the
got
store.
20 minutes before I got to get to work. I'm gonna sit here till 19 minutes, or fast travel back to New York, or or back anywhere over the country that
Yeah.
at least had been.
I was gonna say, how do you set your waypoints?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
You have to take a
Mhm.
shit there to get your waypoint.
Yeah.
You can
Well, sweet.
smuggle things really easy
I can
too.
I can transport over the Pacific Ocean because I shit on a plane to Hawaii.
Like, but then you fall in the ocean.
Yeah. At
That's
20,000
where the
feet.
syringe.
But then you teleport before you hit the water, and you're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which-
basically you're a jumper.
Yeah.
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 Kinda. Huh.
Good movie.
I do.
But
like
it's
that
based on
movie.
save points rather than location, so you don't have to worry about the Earth moving and stuff.
That's why they say that time travel has existed, but people who have time traveled are time traveling to a certain point, and the Earth is in a different location, so not just floating around in space.
That sucks. Yep.
Yep.
That's a very dark way to think of shit. And then they, when the Earth comes back around, they just burn up in the atmosphere.
Yeah. That's
Well,
what the meteor
supposedly,
showers are.
supposedly too, I had heard that that not only is Earth rotating, but it's also moving in a direction.
Yeah, we're
So
moving.
actually,
yeah,
we're
the
all
the whole
moving
universe
in a
is all
direction.
moving. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so you're not.
So
you're
we're
not getting
spinning
it.
like
You're
this.
dead.
We're
Wow.
spiraling in the galaxy.
'cause there's
The
no-
galaxy's probably moving. too.
theoretically, there wouldn't be gravity and time travel.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So my next question, which kind of ties into the falling into the ocean. So what is the second best shark movie outside of the Jaws franchise?
Ooh, okay. I saw this question. I saw this top 5 answer. So
There's a lot of really bad shark movies.
What do you guys think?
I
don't know
really,
that many.
I really
Ah.
enjoyed Deep Blue Sea.
Yes. Thank
first
you.
one?
Me
There's
too. Yep.
multiple
With
ones.
Was
Samuel
there
L.
really? They made
Jackson.
more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, him and who was it? LL Cool J, and he had the
Yep.
parrot.
So
That's-
I will agree with that, but one that was on the list that I saw, so I don't know if it's the same video you saw, was Finding Nemo.
There you go. Yeah.
And I was like, man,
Okay.
all right, that's a shark movie.
I guess, yeah.
Was there sharks in that Will Smith movie about fish?
Oh yeah, well yeah, that's what he
Oh,
beat up a
Shark
shark.
Tale.
yeah. Yeah, was it Shark Tale? Yeah.
Shark Tale. Yeah, where he was the whale cleaner and he beat up a shark that was
Yeah.
pretending to be a dolphin.
There you go. That's even more about sharks. I don't know if it was.
Yeah,
any good,
as
though.
far as legit shark movies, Deep Blue Sea.
Yeah. I never
There's
saw
like-
The Shallows. I never saw 47 Meters Down.
They look Shallows is terrible. It really gives sharks a very bad name. Like a shark's gonna sit around a reef just for one person when it can move on and find seals and
Yeah.
Right.
shit,
Especially,
like-
wasn't it a
Right.
great white that was
yeah, it's
stalking
great
him?
white. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great whites don't stalk one individual prey. If they can't get that prey, they'll move on.
Yeah.
Do they
Yeah.
Facebook stalk?
Sharknado.
Yep. Let's say that was the other one.
That was a good campy movie, I think, right?
The first one. Sure.
Fucking
Um,
Sharknado.
There's a game about a shark. Sorry, my camera focus isn't good. There's a game about a shark where you played as the shark and you just caused
You
mayhem.
can level up by becoming better species of sharks.
Really?
Too.
There was a
Yeah.
mobile game like that. Yeah. But then there's also a PlayStation game back in the day.
No, that was oh god.
There was a PS2 game back in the day. It was called Jaws Revenge. You could be Jaws, but then there's a new one that just came out not that long ago. I forget what it's called.
Yeah,
but
they
you
just made a
could-
new one.
Yeah, you could be different
Man-eater.
sharks. Yes, that's it. Thank you.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Like as you level up, you can become different sharks. It's not like just one shark. Like you can become a hammerhead, you can become a bull shark, you can become
Yeah.
a great white. You can become like radioactive or some arcadey like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, the Jaws game one was fun. You were just Jaws
Yeah.
and you went around the area where Jaws was and just terrorized the town.
I remember Jaws for the NES. I had
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. I bet that was bad back then.
I mean, back then I was scared shitless of it because that was the current
That's right.
technology.
That was the culture. I used to remember freaking out when I was a kid going swimming in my pool at night. I couldn't see. It was dark.
Oh, fucking funny story. We went on a vacation in Virginia. And like a week before that, I was at my grandmother's house and like my older cousins are watching Jaws. And I asked my parents, I was like, hey, can I watch Jaws? It's rated R, but they're watching it, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, we're going to a beach. It's a fake movie. If you think you're going to be scared of it, don't watch it. I was like, I'm like fucking 9 years old, Dad. Come on, I'll be driving soon. Sure enough, we're in the fucking hotel pool.
Oh,
And the way the shadows, the cloud shadows reflected into the pool, I thought it was a shark.
that's funny.
To this day, my parents is like, we've never seen anybody move as fast, like run as fast as you did in water. I fucking got the hell out of Dodge. So then my dad gave me the whole "I told you so, you shouldn't have watched it" spiel.
Yeah, and you've hated sharks ever since.
Love 'em.
Yep.
I remember an online joke I saw was, "Hey, you can't swim in the ocean. There's sharks in there." And then somebody was like, "Yeah, but they're it's far away. You don't have to worry about the sharks." But then they're like, "Well, would you swim in a pool with a shark?" And they're like, "Absolutely not." So what's the difference? It's a body of water with a shark in it. And the conclusion was that you can't see the sharks. So if you have a pool with an angle and there's a shark on the other side that you can't see, it's fine.
There is a video on YouTube about sharks in a pool. And it's like a spoof video. I remember
remember that, yeah.
Sean's cousin playing it for us.
Just don't go to the pool.
Why do we keep getting eaten in the what? Just don't go in the pool.
Just don't
There's
go
a
in the
shark.
pool.
But
Just
it's
don't
so
go.
hot. Just don't go in the pool.
Can I dip my feet?
It was just so stupid.
Yeah.
You ever seen the movie Ghost Shark?
No.
Can't say that I have.
It's a sci-fi created off the Sci-Fi Channel, and the shark can he's a ghost.
How
He can
did the
just show up
shark
in
die?
water. So like they had, they filled up a bathtub, and then here's this ghost great white eating people in a bathtub.
Oh my.
So stupid. Some of the
Yep.
movies that came up
There's
with,
a-
it's just so stupid.
There's a lot of bad shark movies.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm. All right. Any more questions?
One more. It's sports related, but do you guys think Albert Pujols will hit 700?
Yeah.
Yes.
If not this
Me
year,
too.
then next year. But how much
He's
time is
done.
left? You
He's
still got
done this year.
September. He's done.
Yeah, he's retiring this year.
Then no.
He was supposed to. He came out of retirement already too. So like,
Yeah,
Then
he's-
yes.
they're having a whole farewell tour for him this year. So
Yeah, it don't matter.
so he's at what 692? Did I say?
He's 8 and what? You have all of September still. When do
Yep.
playoffs start? Is it beginning of
Like,
October?
Second week.
second week October.
So he's got to
So
hit
realistically, he has about 6 weeks left of the season to hit 8 home runs. The way he's hitting too.
Yeah,
I'll
he's
say
on
yes.
fire. I do too. That's what I think too.
I'll say yes.
I'm back.
He's
to
got like
yes,
5
right?
home runs in
Yes.
the last week and a half.
Yeah.
He's got. I saw a stat. He's got. I'll have to look it up. It was on Facebook, so I'm not going to quote it, but it was something stupid. The amount of home runs that he has in the last like month.
I would want to
killing
play
it.
another year if I was him. It's like, man, he's got like 25, 30 home runs.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, I can still hit it. Like, give me another year and he'll cruise right on through Babe Ruth.
He's 45, I think.
Yeah, he's old.
Does he still enjoy it?
I'm assuming he does.
I would
Okay.
enjoy the chase.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is kind of surprising because usually, well, maybe it's not always the case, but he did the home run derby this year. And
Yeah.
usually after the guys do the home run derby, they kind of lose their swing for
Yeah, locked him in.
Yeah, but I guess it ended up actually helping him because he turned it on. But yeah, I think he'll get it too. Hell of a career though.
Oh yeah, first ballot.
Mhm. All
And
right.
that's all I got, fellas. Anybody
Okay.
else got anything?
I don't think I have anything.
All right.
Where am I? Who are you?
I don't know, but you left that picture of that dude up there the whole time.
Yeah, he's got a chin, so
I feel like his beard is up too high on his cheeks.
I think he's
Yeah.
very heavily edited. I don't think this is a real person.
Who knows?
Just like Jesus.
No comment.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Tell me I'm wrong.